open and focusing more on the other champions to be taken away. I think this time around, they have learned. We see Camille, Akali, Ziggs, Aatrox being taken away. Champions that were used earlier in game 1.
Oh yeah, that's true. Even the Akali as well. Just a good flex ban in general, including the Camille and the Shen. So these are really good flex bans. I would be absolutely surprised if this isn't a Jax first pick or this is a Volibear first pick.
Oh, Volibear. Yeah. You nailed it. Yep, the
Or
Volibear gonna be
Fiora.
picked up here.
Yeah.
First, prioritized by SWG. So Jax might also be Vladimir picked up here by BMG since it's available. Because we have seen second rotation of bans, the Vladimir being taken away. So that might be some information here for BMG to actually take it immediately. Let's see.
We'll have to see. Yeah, I do feel like picking the Vladimir early in the first phase of picks might leave and be too obvious, because the reason why it's so good to pick Jax and Jace and look at the first 2 picks. It's so very difficult to determine which champions are going where. If you pick Vladimir, then that's just such an open book read. So I do understand this thought process to just leave Vladimir on that second phase. But we see Zeri again. However, I do understand if this is locked in. It's just so consistent when it comes to damage output. And Irelia as well. I'm so happy about this Irelia pick. I love Irelia.
I love Irelia as well. But I'm always nervous whenever I see it on competitive play.
Yeah.
Because if you make even the slightest mistakes, if you miss your stun, if you miss your Vanguard's Edge, then you're screwed. That's how. Or if you don't get the reset on your first skill, oh man, it's basically over. It's basically over. That's how risky it is to actually pick up the Irelia. You have to be on point with everything.
Yeah, you absolutely have to. Because it's just so reliant on these combos and be able to, like, again, get that stack up and that Vanguard's Edge, just as you mentioned. Irelia, I do love this champion just because it's just so overall consistent damage output, especially against squishy members. Like, the fact that I see Jax, Jace, and Kai'Sa, these are quite squishy. Maybe Jax can be on the tankier side as he does have some tools to negate damage, but in general, I do think this is a squishy comp so far. Removing Gragas, removing Nunu, they're basically making such a removing all the disengaged champions, by the way, on the ends of BMG.
I like the respect that SWG is giving towards BMG. They basically reviewed their game yesterday when they mashed against WRB, and they saw Nidahe having a fantastic performance in this, enabling the rest of the team also on the Rakan, which is still available but won't be used here on BMG side. Looks like they're going with the Nautilus instead. Still is equally as amazing as it is. But looking at the Braum, I think this is going to be so helpful because there's a lot of projectiles here on the side of BMG.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, okay, one thing at a time. I like the Nautilus. Okay, first of all, I like the Nautilus pick because who will engage on BMD's team? This is a very just run you down kind of composition, hope for the best. You don't have reliable CC. So I like this Nautilus pick. This just finishes the composition off. So no matter what they pick after, either way, it's still a good comp for BMG. For the side of the SWG, we talked about the lack of disengage options because the Alistar is gone, the Gragas is gone. So the next best thing is most likely the Braum, just the king of disengage champions. And with that, the double marksman to top it all off is the Tristana. Really good scaling, really good resets as well. You just go in, you just rocket jump out after getting the kill. I like this composition. It seems very, very solid.
I love it as well. It's the first time that I will be seeing Tristana be picked up here and Wild Rift competitive play too. We don't see this happening. We see it on the PC version quite a bit, quite a lot, honestly. But in Wild Rift, no. So that is ambitious. That is a change, and I love every bit of it.
Same. I'm looking forward to the follow-up. You know, the rocket jump forward Tristana play, then the Braum follows up with you.
Yeah.
And then you just land the stun stacks, and then you just basically get out. I love this combo. It's a very aggressive combo. Hopefully they use it in that manner, because the other way that you can play Tristana is that you just wave clear. Tristana is pretty decent. It's really good, actually. Maybe not as safe as a Varus and a Ziggs would like to wave clear, but it is still a very effective way to destroy waves and as well as get turret plates quite fast, especially if you get priority.
I mean, if SWG gets even the slightest leverage, that is almost immediately a tower that they can take down. They have Tristana, they have Volibear, they have the tools as well to deal damage into towers. So extra careful, I would say. It's the advice I would give to BMG. But I'm also excited on what they can actually show. They have a composition that will not hesitate going in since they have the Olaf.
Oh yeah, they have the wait, what's the composition? Oh, I thought they had the Olaf. It is a Gwen.
Wait, yeah, we saw the
I thought it was the Olaf. Okay, never mind. It was just a hover. Oh, I see.
Okay, it's gonna be a Gwen jungle instead.
I am so concerned. I'm so concerned with BMG's composition because they have only one way in, which is the Nautilus ultimate. And if you lose that, then maybe your next point of action is Dredgeland, but it's just so unreliable as a point of engagement. So this is my biggest concern on the ends of BMG. If that fails, then what else can you do to access them?
Top lane though, DK7 needs to be extra careful. BMG, they don't have that much damages yet on the Kaisa, but the Nautilus suppression is so huge every single time. Level 2, you can make a play already.
Yeah, it's just so tanky of access to an easy stun. You just practically auto attack afterwards. So Nautilus is a pretty solid pick in general. I'm curious about this Aurelia though. I think Aurelia is such a that's a good flawless duet. I really love Aurelia just because of how much damage she can output, like deceivingly output a lot of damage in the lane. But let's take a look at this. Genza picked Zeri and made huge damage as 32% in the lane. Oh, wild.
32. That is a lot. As
That
he said
is
as
a
well.
lot.
He was basically free hitting every single team fight. It's how safe he was in the back lane, in the backside. Oh, a flash by Pime.
That's good.
Doesn't have mana as well, so kind of a bit forced there and just needed to play things safe. Now Moran will still get that Rift Scuttler. Fortunate for them. Good timing as well.
Yeah, Yan 13 didn't have priority, so therefore they were a bit confident on that one. Oh, this is good.
Ooh, perfect setup. Good follow-up as well by Moran. They have the stun. The barrier is not going to be enough this time. First blood by SWG.
This is exactly what I wanted to talk about. The damage is deceiving.
Needle. Oh man.
Good trade.
1-for-1. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was there for the follow-up.
BMG. Yeah, it still stayed. Didn't even go back home. Just went to farm at least. I mean, it makes so much sense because you're close to level 5 anyways, or you're level 5 already. Let's take a look at that replay. Again, deceivingly a lot. You see Yan 13 being very low, but the stacks again and the barrier activated as well. Solo kill by Taeyang.
Yeah. Flash was in. He didn't have a flash anymore as well. That is unfortunate there for DJJ. And again, a kill for the Tristana of all champions. That is a champion that whenever she gets a kill, it's going to be a lot harder to deal with her because that's going to help the accelerating factor of this champion.
Yeah, that's not something you see a lot, by the way. Oh, here comes the initiation.
Counter-Strike is there. Moran is here though. They have to be extra careful because Nanhai is by the corner, and I think they basically snuffed it out. They saw they were questioning why YOLO is still like moving forward despite the 2 versus 1. And they're like, someone's there. Someone's actually there to back him up. But they go in instead. Bugger's Edge is gonna be used now to just slow them away, force them to go back as well. That's timely. That's good here for SWG.
Yeah, all they had to do was clear that wave to make sure that they deny that dive. So it's a good job, very straightforward play. But we're almost Oh, we're almost towards the 4-minute and 30-second mark, so the dragons will be up soon. Let's take a look at who has priority even to even contest this dragon, or do they want the Rift Herald? I do feel like the Rift Herald is much more valuable, at least for this particular composition, because
For
imagine if you
SWG, right?
funnel gold onto Irelia or the Jax. That would be sweet for either of the team to be able to transition into either a 4-1 or use that for other potential skirmishes and team fights.
I'm actually curious. If they get the RH and, for example, use the RH in the mid lane, can they actually destroy it with the Tristana and the Volibear as well? But right now, AZ being threatened, and this Nautilus is just going to be flashing away. Something should be fine, but the Volibear says otherwise as he charges in with a Stormbringer. But the damage is actually high from Nida. He has to fall back instead. The needles are starting to hurt. This Gwen is so scary. Even if you have the Tristana, even if you have a Zeri, once he has the mist, you cannot do anything at her.
Yeah, it's just so what do you call it? It's so difficult to take her down with that. So at this point, SWG will decide to actually get that dragon. I don't think there's gonna be any contest on towards the Rift Herald. I do like this better than BMG though. Though imagine if they funnel all of that gold onto Jax, which is, I can't really see the comparison at the moment. We'll check that out later, but I do feel like Jax is ahead when it comes to the gold versus that Irelia top.
He is. Right now, BMG is going to try to get something here into the mid lane, possibly a tower, since they have dealt some damage on it. That's going to enable one important tower here in this game. And most of the time, we do see a struggle on some teams actually taking the tower in the mid lane, just because of how much scaling has been made already by the opposing team. And it's good that BMG invested on RH to take it down early, that they don't have to worry about it later on.
Yeah, at least that's open. That gives access more to river control, and as well as raptors, as well as landing wards by the brush near the mid lane. It just gives so much more like general options for BMG to take. So far, however, this is still a pretty close game. The lead is just like 600 gold between these two. So honestly, it's still a pretty close game. Not very obvious who is still going to win, because if we look at it on a damage output standpoint, I do feel like it is the hyperscaling potential is present in both. There's the Kais on the opposite ends, and then the Tristana. But I do have a bias towards a more balanced team composition. I do think SWG is gonna win.
It's so difficult to win as an Irelia. Look at the amount of effort that he's already investing just to kill Pime, and now Mara's just gonna help him and just one dash away to secure that kill.
Yeah. Honestly.
I was like, you've been doing so much. Let me help you out, and all
Let me help you.
Dash it.
And the thing that I said about SWG should win in the late game is because it's a very well balanced composition. You have your front line, you have dive, you have backline access, you have hyperscaling, you have consistent damage, and the reason why I prefer this composition is it's much more of a straightforward approach in a 5v5. In the side of BMG, while they do have the Nautilus, as I've said earlier, the ult of the Nautilus being the reliable, what do you call this? Ultimate. After that, what can you do? There's really not much hold. There's not much CC that you can do with the comp that you have. Maybe, okay, Nautilus auto-attacking each and every one, like, one auto-attack for you.
One stun for you.
One stun for you. Yeah,
one
maybe
hook
that.
for you, my favorite guy.
Yeah, but you have to go... Nautilus is so... What do you call it? Slow. It's so slow. Before you can even reach the backline, you're probably held back by 6 already on this prom.
I am actually a... I do love seeing when a particular player, I'm always fascinated seeing a really good Nautilus player. Because personally, I don't even remember the last time I've used Nautilus, both in Wild Rift and in the PC version. That's how much I kind of like hate Nautilus when I use it. It feels heavy. I'm sure you can relate to this. Like in using the champion, you kind of feel like animations are slow. It seems like a very predictable champion.
Build auto
Compared
attack
to the other
items.
champions, right?
Auto attack speed items.
Attack
Have you
speed.
tried that on Nautilus by any chance?
Yeah, I've tried it before.
How is it?
It's fun, but you get flamed a lot. They're like, why are you?
Oh, don't mind me. I'm playing Ultimate Bravery. Have you played Ultimate Bravery for like League of
I
Legends?
haven't.
It's basically like it's not a mini game inside the game. I would not say the website because it's like a third-party website, but the website is basically like it will randomize items for you on a certain champion, and you have to play that build
You have
no
to
matter
play
what.
that.
Yeah.
No matter what.
No matter what.
Sounds like a challenge that
It
I
is a
would
challenge.
love to accept.
That's
Yeah.
why it's called Ultimate Bravery. Oh, a fight though.
They're gonna challenge them this time around. SWG is looking to fight back. Top side is gonna be big trouble though. If ever the red side actually wins, and now they're gonna lose the Braum. No more frontline to tank in the damage. They get the dragon as well. Just perfect here for BMG. As now SWG looks to fall back, but all they have is Taeyang remaining alive. Top side though, the fight continues. Finally, it concludes with BMG winning, getting 4 kills, a dragon as well. Everything taken here by BMG.
I want to check out that replay because I'm starting to think that the Braum may not be enough to deter this full dive composition that BMG has. I want to check that out again. I do believe it was a 4v4, I think. The fact that YOLO wasn't around because he was busy split pushing as the Jack. So he's very, very rich right now. Okay, here comes the replay. I want to see what happened. I want to see what went down. BK7, 6 is in the front line. He got reeled in. Where's the ult? Oh, he got stun locked! Oh, that's what happened.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, that's why the
Oh,
peel
man.
wasn't there. That's why they couldn't stun anybody. That's why. Because he was stun locked to oblivion.
That's a problem when you're going up against a Gwen. That's why late game Gwen is so ridiculously scary. Even if you're using the tankiest champion in the world with full tank items, you'll get shredded almost in an instant by a Gwen. This champion deals max HP damage. And if you get 2 items, if you have the Nashers, if you have the Riftmaker already, and if you have like something like a Rabadon's Death Cap,
And he already has.
2 out of 3.
Yeah, 2 out of 3.
Oh no.
Oh no,
I am
right.
starting to get scared of SWG. We started this game thinking that maybe the leverage is on the blue side. So far, it's actually on the other side, on BMG, just because of how they're playing this.
Yeah, I think so too. I just think they're just getting a lot of gold. Like it's slowly climbing to 5k gold lead already for for BMG. And
Oh no, that is actually perfect here for SWG. This time BMG is the one in the backseat.
Nice.
2 members taken out, and we see even Tai having the utmost confidence. The time is just perfect. This is Baron for
Baron.
SWG.
that is true. That is a really good engage. You gotta love how SWG. There is a possibility for a possible steal though. Nita is the jungler for BMG. He can go
They're
in.
gonna try?
No steal.
Unsuccessful with the smite steal for BMG, and instead they lose 3 members. And SWG is basically saying thank you for the kills. Now they have the opportunity to bash this tower after 13 minutes.
Finally able to clear this out, and I don't think BMG has enough wave clear to make this happen. Wow, they're stopping the ports.
Okay, that's ambitious, I would say. That could have been catastrophic for either team.
Yeah.
But yeah, they can just easily go back to the base.
Yeah, good thing they do have faster ports. That is warded. Good thing. Good thing 6 was able to teleport back before anything else. That's not definitely what you want. But this is a good comeback from BMG. As I've said, late game is where BMG is able to... no, not BMG. SWG is able to really deal a lot of the hurt, a lot of the pain. As long as they're able to play from front to back and gain space and tight much better. They have Taeyang does have his own peel himself, so at least there's that. Here comes the siege, however. Let's see how this goes.
Stormbringer, and then help them take this tower down. Oh, that is
What the damage?
so aggressive from the SWG. They charge without hesitation. AZ almost got taken out.
Ooh.
Salmon needs to escape using the dredge line to just fall back. Nanhai, though, having utmost confidence to shred down the HP bars of SWG. The tower, though, is going to fall down. Explosive charge. Absolutely fantastic for Taya.
I love this from SWG. They cannot port there. Like, okay, now they can. The Baron buff actually expired now, and they have to go back for that Ice Dragon. Maran!
Oh no!
I can't port there. The Baron expired. Oh my gosh, where are you gonna run? Oh, they're gonna be seen by the what?
Seen.
Top lane.
Okay. They actually ditched him for a while, and they managed to take down YOLO as well. That is just perfect actually here for SWG. Even if the Dragon gets taken here by BMG, a tower gets taken, the Jax is taken down, and it's again just another opportunity for SWG to continue scaling.
I'm not sure if I like that. Oh. We didn't see anything, don't worry.
We didn't see,
we didn't see
anything there.
Like, what was that?
Nothing. No flash was used.
No. I mean, in his defense, there is going to be another fight soon, and it's gonna come back up anyways, because the Volibear has to respawn. Not that it's gonna be enough time, but you know, that's the saving grace.
Don't you just hate it when that happens? When you
it happens though, yeah.
That is one of the reasons why I hesitate when I chat, especially when I play the PC game. Sometimes it happens on me quite a lot actually. That I accidentally use my D or F, and then I'm like, oh no. Oh.
It's like, oh no, should I just change my keybind and put the flash
it still happens.
Like key to like the farthest ends of my keyboard so I don't accidentally press it. It'll be hard to access though. How do you even clutch in a flash for that?
Imagine changing it like and then
in your numerical pad,
where is my flash? Where is my flash? It's like, oh right, I changed it.
I changed it like right across, all the way across the keyboard.
And you get pinged that your flash was available. And like, come on, guys.
I have my reasons. I promise, it's pretty valid. Oh dear. Okay, split push has now commenced. YOLO versus Yan13. Yan13 won the 1v1 from earlier, so this is manageable for Yan13. As long as you get the stacks on board, you are
actually doing a really good job here. Against the Jax, still at least sustaining the lane. That's the only thing that he actually needs to do. Prevent YOLO from bashing towers. So far in the top lane, he was successful with it, but actually it's taking too much of his time.
It is. It will give enough space for BMG to actually Nanhai is sneaking this one out. They have no idea. It's going down really fast. AZ even joining this, so it's gonna go down. But here comes everyone!
They catch him off guard, but still, Nanhai is going to be able to secure that smite onto the Baron. Now they have to fall back. BMG getting caught, getting chased down. Killer instinct away. Can AZ still escape? The answer is yes, and now they actually retaliate. They go in without hesitation. That's a slam, that's a damage, that's a follow-up as well. Salming flashing over the wall just to help out the rest of BMG, and they punish the overextension of SWG. Now YOLO's in the bot lane, almost getting the kill onto Yan13, but he's just fine there, waiting for the other comrades. Like, okay, I don't have a ward, I can't jump. I'll just wait here patiently.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like play this by the book. The rest of the team is here anyways. Oh my gosh, this is happening! What?
Is this really happening? The first 2-0? Is this actually happening? Wow,
it's happening. It's happening. It has happened, and this is quite unfortunate and sad, of course, for NAOS.
Yeah.
They're in the lower bracket. But props to Cerberus and BMG for holding on despite it being such a close game for the second match. Wow.
Wow. They've basically broken down the curse.
Yeah, they've broken the 2-1
No more curse for them. They've done it.
Yeah, they really have. Wow. And it's due to the fact that I think that was the closest game that we've ever had yet. And it was... Yeah. If you look at the gold graph later, it's it's going back and forth.